Jai Shri Ram. So, I hope you have listened to Canto 21. Now we will start with Canto 22. King Dashrath sends Sri Ram and Lakshman with Vishwamitra, and the two princes receive initiation from the latter in the two mystic spells, Bal and Atibal. When Vashisht was speaking as aforesaid, King Dashrath, with an exceptionally cheerful countenance, personally called Sri Ram along with Lakshman, knowing as he did that the two were inseparable. Smelling the head of his son as a token of affection, after he had been blessed by his mother, King Kaushalya, as well as by his father, King Dashrath, and consecrated by Vashisht, the family priest, by means of benedictory Vedic texts, King Dashrath then committed him to the care of Vishwamitra with an extremely delightful mind. Seeing the lotus-eyed Ram following Vishwamitra at that moment, a breeze delightful to the touch and free from dust began to blow. Even as the high-souled Ram was about to depart, there was a shower of flowers from the heavens and a loud blast of conches and beating of kettle drums in the capital, accompanied by the beat of celestial drums. Vishwamitra walked in the van, and the highly renowned Ram, adorned with side locks and armed with a bow, followed next, while Lakshman, the son of Sumitra, followed the latter, equipped each with a pair of quivers, bow in hand, and illuminating the 10 directions with the four quarters, the four corners, intervening the quarters, the upper and the lower directions, the two high-souled princes who were devoted to the sage and were resplendent with glory were irreproachable in every way and looked like a pair of three-headed serpents, the two quivers appearing like two additional heads, followed the noble-minded Vishwamitra, even as the twin gods Ashwini Kumars, the physicians of gods, would accompany Brahma, the progenitor of the entire creation, adding luster to the sage. Following at his heels, the two juvenile and irreproachable brothers, Ram and Lakshman, who carried a bow in their hand, were duly adorned with jewels, nay, who had gloves of iguana skin fastened about their fingers, and were further armed with a sword, who were possessed of great splendor and charming limbs, and were radiant with glory, added to the lustre of Vishwamitra, a scion of Kushika, as the two boys, Skanda and Vishakha, born of the fire god, would adorn the immortal Lord Shiv, who is beyond all conception. Having walked to a distance of about 12 miles along the southern bank of Sharayu, the sage Vishwamitra addressed the following sweet words: Ram, sip a little water. Let there be no loss of time. Receive you from me with Lakshman instructions in the chain of mantras known by the names of Bal and the other known as Atibal. By recourse to them, you will have no fatigue, no fever, nor will your loveliness be ever marred by old age, etc. Nor will the ogres born of Nirti, the goddess of death, and variously regarded as the wife of Adharma or as a daughter of Adharma and Himsa, overpower you even when you are asleep or careless, having omitted, for instance, to rinse your mouth, say, after evacuating your bladder. None on earth will equal you in the prowess of arms. Nay, so long as you continue to mutter the spells known by the names of Bal and Atibal, none will prove to be a match for you in all three worlds, O Ram. When the two aforementioned spells have been received, learnt by you, none will compare with you in any virtue whatsoever. For Bal and Ati Bal are the sources of all wisdom, inasmuch as they dispel hunger and thirst, etc., which dull one's intellect and thereby make one forget whatever he has learned. So long as you continue to repeat Bal as well as Ati Bal, hunger and thirst, O Ram, will never be felt by you, O jewel among men. So long as you go on muttering the two spells, your renown will spread over the entire globe, for these two spells are the daughters of Brahma, the creator, and are full of efficacy. I feel inclined to impart the knowledge of these spells to you, O scion of Kakushtha, for you are fit to receive them. O Prince, even though all the manifold virtues referred to in verses 13 to 19 above already exist in you, there is no doubt about it. The two spells mentioned above will grow many times more efficacious when duly grasped by you. You who are asceticism personified, being the goal of all austerities. Sipping water, Sri Ram, who is all pure by nature, received with a most cheerful countenance initiation in the aforesaid two spells from the great sage Vishwamitra of purified mind. Equipped with the knowledge of the aforesaid spells, Sri Ram of supreme prowess shone like glorious sun, casting innumerable rays in autumn. Sir Sri Ram and Lakshman performed all the duties that one owes to a teacher, and all the three spent the night with ease on the banks of Sharayu there. To Sri Ram and Lakshman, the two jewels among the sons of Dashrath, who even though they lay there on a bed of straw, unworthy of princes, were bestowed with love all along by Vishwamitra, that night appeared delightful indeed. Thus ends Canto 22 in the Balakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. So here ends Canto 22. Now for the questions. Question number 73. What happened when Sri Ram was about to depart? Question number 74. Which mantras were taught to Lord Ram and Lakshman to conquer fatigue, fever, etc.? So here ends today's recitation and questions. Again we will I will continue tomorrow. So have a great day, great night. Jai Shri Ram.